Hey guys, Coach Brix here. Hope you're doing well. You know, I've been thinking a lot about this over the last few weeks, few months. And you know, it's this whole thing with youth sports. I mean, do we ever really think, as parents, how much strain we put on young athletes? I proposed this question to a bunch of other coaches, strength coaches. I said, on average, what does the professional athlete play in a weekend? Football, basketball, baseball. What, 2 games? If they're lucky, football's 1. Basketball, sometimes you play back-to-back. Or Friday, Sunday. Baseball, a lot of times you play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. At most, 2 to 3 games. At most. Okay, these guys get paid millions of dollars to do what they do. We take youth athletes, okay, volleyball, basketball, and baseball, and soccer, I should say, and we say you're going to play 3 games on Saturday, and you could play another 3 or 4 games on Sunday. Do we ever think about the wear and tear that we're putting on these young athletes? Think about this. Professional athletes don't even do that. But yet we think it's okay. We think, well, they're going to recover. They're young. Granted, they're young, and they will recover. But how much damage have we done? So when they turn 17, 18, is their body broken down? You know, when I was growing up, which wasn't that long ago, okay? I know I might look old, but truly, it wasn't that long ago. We did have tournaments, okay? But they were maybe one in November, another one in March. And yeah, we did play 3 or 4 games then, and maybe sometimes 5. But for the most part, it was very far separated. Now I hear about kids playing every weekend. 3, 5, 6 games. You know, and they play on a basketball team. So AAU they have 6 games. And next weekend they have volleyball. And sometimes they have them on the same ones. So they have basketball, and then they have volleyball, basketball, and they just keep pounding themselves. And yeah, they're different sports. We think it's okay. But you're still beating on the human body. You're still tearing it apart. Okay, and then they also have practice throughout the week. And then we wonder why there's an increase in injuries. We wonder why there's more people, more young kids that quit sports. You know, why? It hasn't become fun. When your body's hurting all the time and it's broken down, it's not fun. Okay? And most of these young athletes, because parents don't want to put the time in or the money or whatever to do training, right training, okay, not just going in the backyard or with whoever and just lifting weights. It's doing the right things to make sure that your body maintains that health. The body's falling apart. You know, you read about kids that are 10, 11, 12 years old getting Tommy John surgery. You know, for baseball, because they blow this arm out, because they pitch too much. I understand it's on the coach and the parents to be like, yo, listen, my kid pitched enough today, needs time off. 100% agree with that. But look at all the games they play. Look at them. Did you ever really think about that? I don't think many parents have. They just, boom, shove their kids off. It's another thing, keep them occupied. Whatever happened to the occupation of just getting out and playing? You know, I can't remember the vast amount of injuries that I see nowadays. And I speak about this often. I've seen 16 athletes post-ACL rehab. That means they've torn their ACL, they've gone to rehab, and then they come and see me to get back to play. 16 in the last 2 years. That is outrageous. Outrageous. And there's many more in the area. I was talking to one girl, she said on her team they had 5 alone last year. 5 ACL injuries. And what are we doing about it? And most coaches, okay, most coaches are resistant to outside help. They think they know it all. Well, I looked it up online. Yeah, I look a lot of stuff up online too. And then I break it down. But I also took a class called Human Anatomy, all right? Exercise Physiology, Human Movement. Okay, I took those classes to break down what has to happen. I didn't take just English and then say I'm an English teacher. I just didn't say, you know what, I like dissecting things, so I want to be a doctor today. No, I broke down what I needed to do, and that's why I love doing what I do, to help young athletes. But for somewhere along the line, we become this thing that it's okay, and we think. Why? Because it's a money grab from a lot of these organizations. You know, you're going to get picked up by this college, and you're going to get picked up by this college, and you have to go to this tournament because this is where this college is at. Really? Seriously? I understand college is outrageous, and you need to talk to somebody about that. I can put you in touch with many people who to talk to, because I blast them every day. All right? But don't sacrifice your kid's health to try to earn that scholarship, because there's not many out there. All right? How many athletes play sports? There's not that many out there. So think about this. Are you looking at the longevity of your kid's life? That they can remain healthy and stuff? Relatively healthy? Without aches and pains and battered and bruised? Or are they tearing their ACL and then tearing it again later on? Or hurting this shoulder, hurting that ankle? Man, it's on us to wake up and realize how much pounding are we going to continue to put on kids? How much pounding are we going to continue to inflict on them and think it's okay? If a professional athlete doesn't do it and they make millions of dollars, why do we think that it's okay they're that young? And I understand we don't train them the same. But this generation is much different than in the past. They don't play outside as much. So their muscles have to adapt to that one sport that they play. If they do play another sport, well, then adapt to that sport. It's not constant motion. It's not constant movement, which my generation and ones before used to get, of all different moves. So we need to either wake up, or we're going to run into a lot of problems. And your son and daughter is going to suffer the consequences of those problems if we continue to pound them home. If they are going to play that, because I don't recommend anybody ever quit mid-season, that's ridiculous. If you sign up for something, you hold your commitment. Then you need to get the proper training to make sure you can do everything you can to mitigate the chances of those injuries. Give me your feedback, parents. I would love to hear from you. Love to hear every single comment you have out there. You can call me whatever you want. Say, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, whatever. Love to hear from you. Because I think it's that important. And it's a topic that needs to be discussed. It needs to be continued to discuss. Because this is outrageous, the amount of athletes that I see, young athletes, that are hurting themselves. Coach Brix, guys, stay strong, stay blessed. Remember, greatness never rests.